Hi and welcome to this next tutorial video about Beyond the Square. In this video I'm going to show you how to do the crab stitch. This is a stitch I use in my summer night shawl as an edging stitch. It's a very pretty stitch. It's great for edging, it's very delicate, and it's a lovely stitch to add to your repertoire. So here I have a little swatch of just normal double crochet. And what the crab stitch is a reversed single crochet. Now what I mean by that is, instead of here, if you were going to work another row, you would turn your work and work left to right, right to left. For the crab stitch you don't turn and you work left to right. You can work this if you're left-handed crochet and you work left to right anyway. You would just completely reverse what you would do normally. It's basically a backward single crochet. So what you do is chain one, as I have done already here. Now I'm using quite a big hook here just so you can see what I'm doing. I actually think a crab stitch works better in a smaller hook, maybe a 4mm hook, and I'll show you an example of that at the end. But this is just for illustrative purposes. So if you were going to do a reverse single crochet, what you would do is go into the next stitch. The chain one would be your first stitch, then go into the next stitch. And how I do it is, some people like to work left-handed, but I can't do that. So I just turn the hook slightly and work from above. So you put it through the front of the stitch instead of the back, yarn over and pull it through as you would do for a single crochet, and then yarn over and pull through two as you would do normally, like that. And that's your first crab stitch. You'll see the pattern after a few, so we'll do one more through the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over as you would do normally, and pull through two. Do one more through the front of the stitch, yarn over, yarn over again, pull through two. And as you can see, if I just move this yarn out of the way, take the hook out for a little second, you've got basically a little crab pattern forming where the yarn that you pull through is actually on the side instead of the front, so your V's are here, and that creates the edging to a pattern. I've never actually seen anybody work this in rows, but it is possible to crochet into it, but I like it as an edging. So I'll just do one more. So through the front of the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over again, and that's another stitch. So there you go, there's the pattern. Now I'll just show you a contrast in colour so you can see. And this is on my summer nights shawl. Let me find an edge, here we go. So this is a crab stitch in a much smaller hook, and because the yarn is a contrasting colour, you can see it actually ombres down to being the same colour. But as you can see here, just hold it a bit closer, it makes a lovely delicate edging all the way across, and that's the same diagonals as you can see here. Whoops, these diagonals the same as these diagonals. So I love this as an edging for a shawl or a delicate piece of lace work, filet crochet, anything like that. It will stop it from fraying potentially at the edges. You don't have a bulky look to it. It keeps it all the same thickness, and sometimes I think scalloped edging or picots or anything like that are a little bit too much. So this is what my go-to edging is. I hope that's helpful. I hope that makes sense. I think the biggest you should really do crab stitch is a 4mm hook, but obviously that's just my perfect preference. So I hope that makes sense. Please subscribe if you'd like to see some more tutorials, and if you have any questions, please leave some comments below.